Hi, this is Orion the Elder reading to you House on POOH Corner.
Chapter 1, in which a house is built at POOH Corner, Eeyore. One day when Pooh Bear had nothing else to do, he thought he would do something. So he went round to Piglet's house to see what Piglet was doing. Still snowing as he stumped over the white forest track, and he expected to find Piglet warming his toes in front of his fire. But to his surprise, he saw that the door was open. The more he looked inside, the more Piglet wasn't there. "He's out," said Pooh sadly. "That's what it is. He's not in. I shall have to go a fast-thinking walk by myself log." At first he thought that he would knock very loudly just to make it quite sure. While he waited for Piglet not to answer, he jumped up, found a keep worm, and a hum came suddenly into his head, which seemed to him a good hum, such as is hummed hopefully to others. "The more it snows, tiddly-boom, the more it goes, tiddly-boom, the more it goes, tiddly-boom on snowing. And nobody knows, tiddly-boom, how could my toes, tiddly-boom, how could my toes, tiddly-boom, are growing. So what I'll do," said Pooh, "is I'll do this. I'll just go home first and see what the time is. Perhaps I'll put a muffler around my neck. Then I'll go and see Eeyore and sing it to him." He hurried back to his own house, and his mind was so busy on the way with the hum that he was getting ready for Eeyore that when he suddenly saw Piglet sitting in his best armchair, he could only stand there rubbing his head and wondering whose house he was in. "Hello, Piglet," he said. "I thought you were out." "No," said Piglet, "it's you who were out, Pooh." "So it was," said Pooh. "I knew one of us was." Looked out of his clock, which happened to stop at 5 minutes to 11 some weeks ago. "Nearly 11 o'clock, said Pooh happily. "You're just in time for a little smackerel of something." And he put his head into the cupboard. "And then we'll go out, Piglet, and sing my song to Eeyore." "Which song, Pooh?" "The one we're going to sing to Eeyore," explained Pooh. The clock was still saying 5 minutes to 11 when Pooh and Piglet set out on their way half an hour later. The wind had dropped, and the snow, tired of rushing around in circles, trying to catch itself up, now fluttered gently down till it found a place on which to rest. And sometimes the place was Pooh's nose, and sometimes it wasn't. And in a little while, Piglet was wearing a white muffler around his neck, and feeling more snowy behind the ears than he had ever felt before. "Pooh," he said at last, and a little timidly, because he didn't want Pooh to think he was giving in, "I was just wondering how would it be if we went home now and practiced your song, and then sang it to Eeyore tomorrow or the next day when we have to see him." "That's a very good idea, Piglet," said Pooh. "We'll practice it now as we go along, but it's no good going home to practice it because it's a special outdoor song which has to be sung in the snow." "Are you sure?" asked Piglet anxiously. "Well, you'll see, Piglet, when you listen, because this is how it begins. 'The more it snows, tiddly-boom, tiddly-what?' said Piglet. 'Boom,' said Pooh. I put that in to make it more hummy. More goes tiddly-boom, the more. Didn't you say snows?" "Yes, but that was before the tiddly-boom." "It was a different tiddly-boom," said Pooh, feeling rather muddled now. "I'll sing it to you properly, and then you'll see. So choice.